What?
May I have your attention, please? The library will be closing at 6 p.m. All
What's up, y'all? Diverse Crew's back again. Um, I don't even know why I picked him up from the checkpoint by the border. You shut up, Carlos. You shut your fucking mouth.
¿Qué lo que yo?
Okay. Anyway, today we're gonna be talking. Speaking of crossing the border, we're gonna be talking about life in the U.S. Baby, it's great in a fruity way. Literally. What are you looking for?
¿Dónde eres comida?
Oh fuck! God damn. Ice? I call ice?
No.
Ah.
No.
Yeah, you work for free?
No. Sí.
Okay. Shit. That's so sad. Oh my god. That happens more than you think. Alright. One Modelo. Okay? One Modelo and we're okay. Aquí! Vamos! Let's do it!
Sí, señor. I started 3 a.m. tomorrow.
Hooray!
I started 3
And
a.m.
escape!
I started 3 a.m. tomorrow.
We should get like Dora to pop up and be like, like some shit. We do that later. All right, but yeah, low key life in the U.S. I mean, it's great. It's kind of zesty though. But what y'all think?
I think there's a lot going on in the U.S.
I
Good
think people
and
complain too much about being in this country.
I don't think we're world power anymore.
No, we're definitely still world power.
I would say,
Yeah.
I would personally say we got good and bad things about the U.S. So we have a lot to talk about.
What do you like about the U.S.?
What do we like to start?
freedoms. The freedoms we have.
We probably are one of the country with the most freedom, or like
Most opportunities.
Most-
and freedom.
yeah, more opportunities, more like things to do out here.
For like
than-
all different kinds of people, and that's what.
It's a melting pot.
That's what
country.
certain groups of people don't understand.
It's a melting
Like,
pot country, meaning that there's different cultures able to live here and explore and show other people how their lifestyles are and stuff like that, which is cool.
I definitely would say all the entertainment, anything we could do, anything, the freedom. Oh dang, that was shiny. Watch, but yeah,
Oh, what?
definitely the freedoms.
Oh, this?
Being able to choose and do whatever you want. Just go have fun. Just follow the law, something like that. But the First Amendment, some people take full advantage of that a little too much. The freedom to pretty much everything, specifically the furries. And all those other groups of people, like, good lord, like, you mean to tell me I can go into school with a tail and some ears, but I can't wear a do-rag or a pick? What? That happened to me in high school. Like, he told me to take my pick out my hair, and then you see this fucker walking by with a tail, like, this is for my hair. What?
I would say a big thing is that if you compare us or like the U.S. 20 years ago to now, we take things so literally, or like we take things so personal.
Everybody's
And
so
a lot of-
soft.
And we have a lot of restrictions on a lot of our influencer content like Twitch or YouTube. There's certain things
All
you
social
can't.
media platforms.
There's a lot of things you can't say, or you'll either get banned or suspended for.
I don't even
So-
think you can say, like, I don't think you can say Hitler on TikTok anymore. I don't think you can say Hitler on there, and heck, I hope I can say it on YouTube while I'm publishing this. Shoot, you can't,
You can't say
what was that
virgin.
video you sent me? Like, you can't show, like, first-person shooter games, or, like, you can't show, like, action.
Oh yeah, I sent him a TikTok clip of Warzone gameplay, and of course there was a warning screen on it, and it said violent content. Do you want to watch the video anyways or skip the video? It was just a live stream of some dude playing Warzone.
Call of Duty.
Yeah,
What's a video game?
but it was blocked off.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, like, I mean, plus, I think it's just the times of what we
Dude,
were exposed to versus to what, like, people are exposed to now. Like, me, like, I was exposed to this as a child, like, and it, not like I'm desensitized to it, but, like, I know right from wrong,
Yeah.
So, I would say there's pros and cons to exposing your children to certain things, because, like, they'll learn young, at a young age, to be like, okay, this is bad, I'm going to stay away from that, moving on to the future.
Yeah, I feel like if you don't teach your kids early enough what things are good and what things are bad, they're more prone to think it's the right thing to do and do it more often. and it just continues on from there. So
But now, whenever you pressure your kids into accepting something that they have no idea what it is, but they just have to accept it because it's being pressured on them, then that's where it's kind of fucked up. Like, I saw this, no hate to them. I accept everybody. But I saw this Twitter or tweet about this school, like, you know how they have like special guests come in, like firemen. You used to say like firemen, police, cops, like, you know, cool people, soldiers come in and be like, talk about their job. They'd be like, yeah, like this is America, like these people who are protecting you. And then like you see a drag queen come in half naked to show to the, like, that's inappropriate. Like, cool, yeah, you're a drag queen, but can you come fully dressed at least? Like, he was wearing like a, it was suspenders and like a, what are those things? It's like
thong.
Like a thong. It was like, I was like, bro, like, your balls are finna fall out, and there's like a 9-year-old looking at that. That's kind of weird, bro. Like, I wouldn't even do that. I'm straight. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
So we don't even need that with women. We don't bring strippers into school. So why?
Yeah.
We bring...
God forbid you bring a cop in, because those are fucking pigs.
Yeah, they're all just they're all just such horrible people.
Yeah. Shit. I might be black, and I know like some cops, like, they be coming after us, but shit, who the fuck you think I'm gonna call whenever they're shooting outside? I'm not finna go out there and say, get the guns. Like, hell no. I'm gonna call the police if I'm in trouble. Shit.
911, break a 911, 911 emergency. This Uncle Ruckus. I'm a timid dear lane. A little monkey spraying water all down my esophagus.
Now in Texas, I mean, we got, you know, we expressed our Second Amendment. So in Texas, you got me fucked up if you think you finna go into any establishment and try to rob somebody. Cause fucking little Johnny, his dad, his cousin, his uncle, they gonna pull out some shotguns out their big ass trucks and say, rob me if you want to.
Watch what happens.
Watch what happens.
Come
Like,
and
no,
take
please,
it.
I want you to rob me. I bought these for that reason.
Come and take it.
Little, bro, if I see a come and take it flag, you better empty out your clip and throw your gun away, because you're gonna get shot up if you think you're gonna rob somebody with a come and take it flag on their truck.
I would say that there's a lot more people who don't know how to be very like just honest with their opinions, because I feel like if a lot of people are, they'll get shut down easily, because it's just the majority of people who watch that person, if they don't agree with him, they get done for or like canceled, but yet they come back anyways, because they're not technically canceled, they just can't go back on that certain platform.
There's certain minority groups in America that try to make the majority feel like the minority, and then like the people who are in the majority try to support those minority groups, which I understand, but like the way they go about it is like hateful. It's like if we don't support it or we're opposed to it, then we're just terrible people. It's like, no, that's not what I said. Like if that person was to approach me and help, or if I see them in public and they need help, I'm gonna go fucking help them. I'm gonna treat them like a human being. But whether or not I support their choices is on me. Like what? Like, what the heck? Doesn't make me a bad person. I'm still gonna treat them like human. But it's just America right now. Like, you'll get shut down for the slightest bit of opposition. That's why I'm like, whatever happened to freedom of speech, and whenever you do, it's like limited, very limited. That's why I feel bad for like Bud Light. They're getting backlash for their new can, because it's like a gay pride. What is it? Is it a pride can?
Something to do that's just it's like a publicity stunt that they.
Yeah. I mean, we'll throw our image up here, but like it's like a pride flag on the can, and like they're losing a lot of customers because of it. It is fucked up that they're, you know, losing it because of that, but like I feel like before you throw that out there, and that's with any company, look at your target audience first, look at your customers, see follow the money. Who's buying most of it, and you appeal to whoever's buying most of it, and that money's only gonna grow. But if you try to appeal to this small group of it, you're probably going to lose all the majority of your customers, because it's pretty conflicting. Because if I'm being straight up, if I'm being quite honest, look at the beer industry. Who drinks more beer? Females or like men? It's mostly males who drink beer, specifically Southern men and like Caucasian men, like mostly men who drink beer.
You have to check the demographics on what type of gender and race, or I mean, they do go off of that, because
everybody drink Bud Light. It's like, you just definitely do gotta check your demographics.
And because I mean, you can dip your toes in like certain things and try new things out, but more than likely, depending on how the result is from that outcome, you're not going to want to go back to it if it ends up just being a downward spiral.
Yeah.
So I think companies in the U.S. are smart if they kind of send like a demo or like a test out of that product, and if it doesn't work, at least they didn't waste all their money on that product that they put on.
Take it off the market so you don't lose investment and all this stuff. Because I was watching TV with Scott. I think it was the Animal Planet or whatever. I think it was the Animal Planet. They had something for like the LGBTQ community, but it's like, yeah, cool, that's great. I'm trying to watch animals. What does that have to do with the LGBTQ community? Like, I'm just watching animals go fight and fight for survival. What the
I
fuck?
feel like if they want to start their own thing, that's cool because, you know, that will be their thing that they started and created. But trying to push their their agenda onto something that was originally based around another agenda that it started with makes no sense, because then other people get upset and you cause arguments and confliction with two different types of people when that couldn't have even happened in the first place.
Oh, I heard like Star Wars. Apparently they came out, Lucasfilm came out and said like Luke Skywalker is apparently like gay or non-binary or something, which is completely untrue because in the movie he clearly fell in love with his sister that he didn't know at the time. So he likes women. I mean, I don't know, but like you said, yeah, they're trying to like change something that's original to appeal to them, to I don't know, to make it accepted amongst everybody, because they think the people who like already like the movie will accept it automatically because it's in their movie. But I don't know.
If that's the case, create a new character based off of her or his sexuality, and you know, that way you can kind of fit both things in without upsetting one group or the other.
Yeah, make something original. You don't have to change up original stuff. Make your own thing. Like everybody's doing it every day. I don't know.
The way I like to look at it is, and this is kind of changing pace a little bit. I think this country is great, but I think it's almost so great that there's a fault in it because there's a sense of entitlement everywhere.
Yes.
And that becomes a poison in its own sense. So, like, you know, for example, these folks, not all of them, but these folks, some of these folks are in like the LGBTQ community.
Oh, okay.
You know, people who use the pronouns, they expect you to follow it. Nobody's obligated to do that. Like, if you wanna say that you're a specific type of entity, like you want to identify something else, that's you know, it's fine. You do you, but you can't make people. You can't expect people to go along with that with you.
And memorize the they them. Like, I understand that's your pronouns, like he was saying, but having us as a younger generation or older, however you see it, we were taught in school a certain way or structure of writing or saying things, and they them as a singular was not it. Mm-hmm. So being kind of asked to change how we were taught to your pronouns is very difficult because you're used to one way. You're not the way that they're expecting you to do it.
It's gonna be hard. Like, imagine if you're typing an email like to a professor or some professional. Like, you're trying to type an email and it's like they get mad, or like you don't get the job. Oh my God. But anyway, yeah. Imagine trying to type out an email to a professor or somebody, or like even being like a random person off the street and be like, "Hey, excuse me, ma'am, you dropped this. Excuse me, sir, you dropped this." And they'll be like, it's them or something like that. And you'd be like, "Well, I'm just trying to be a nice person. What? You, in my eyes, the way I'm programmed, you look like a man or you look like a woman. I'm gonna say yes, sir, or I'm gonna say no, sir, or no, ma'am." Or I mean,
you're just trying to be polite.
You can't expect people to know that you're they them. If I don't know, that it's hard. It's hard for me, but I mean, I guess we'll learn.
I mean, I think people confuse lack of support for hate. So, like, in the sense that even if somebody were to tell me their pronouns that they prefer, it doesn't, like, I don't have to follow by that. I probably won't, to be honest. You could call that disrespect, but it's not an obligation of mine. It's not in the rule book anywhere, and it's not a personal thing. It's just that's not something I believe in. Or on the other hand, somebody says that they don't support a specific group, doesn't mean they hate them. They just don't support a decision.
Mhm.
Only when somebody thinks that they're better than someone for what they get into or don't get into, that's when it's an issue. But 9 times out of 10, I feel like that's not the case anymore.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's truly that hateful. It's just everybody wants to just rush the gun and say, oh, well, he doesn't support this, or they don't want to identify me by my pronouns, even after I told them that these are what my pronouns are. They confuse that with, like, them genuinely hating them or thinking that they're lesser because of that. Well, that's not the case.
Like, you're really just confused.
Yeah, just because there's disagreements doesn't mean that, like you said, you hate them. Everyone's allowed to have their disagreements and opinions. That's what the great thing about being in a free country. You can express how you feel. So just because someone doesn't agree with what you're doing or whatever is going on with your life doesn't mean that they hate you in any way. It's just something they're not interested in or will do themselves.
That's where the entitlement comes in, I think, personally.
Like me, I love all people. Except all people don't know who you are, don't care who you are. I love you. But if I don't agree with your choices, that don't mean I hate you. That makes me feel bad. I'm such a nice person.
It just means we're not going to do that,
Yeah.
but we understand where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Not obligated to support in any way, but it's not a hateful thing. It's just, if we had to support everybody, then, or if we had to agree with everybody, then
Everyone would be yes man.
It wouldn't be a democracy.
we wouldn't make any progress.
It would be
in anything.
communism. It wouldn't be a democracy.
Or we'd get stuck at some point.
But anyways, let's wrap this up. I didn't vote for Trump, but make America great again. Like, literally. Bring bullying back 2026. Or no, 2024, sorry. Bring bullying back 2024. Low key made me who I is today. But anyway, peace out, y'all.
See y'all.
We'll talk to y'all again later. Nah, for real, bring bullying back. What the fuck, bro?